What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with a Godforge video. My God, does it feel good to say that, guys? Yes, we are here. We are in Godforge. We are in the first alpha wave. I have yet to play the game. I literally just booted this bad boy up. And man, I am excited, guys. I am probably more excited for this game than I have been for another game in a very, very, very long time. I'm curious to see what Hell Hades is cooked up here. I think we all are, right? You know, for those of us who are in the raid community, the promise of Godforge has been around now for, I think, close to 2 years that they've been working on this, and we've been waiting. And frankly, just really, really excited to check this alpha out and to see where they're at. Now, just want to make something crystal clear. This isn't a sponsored video. These are like whatever I'm going to say in here are my opinions. And I think the important thing to note is that this is an alpha. We are nowhere near, or I should say they are. I'm not invested in this at all in terms of monetarily or things like that. I'm invested because I want it to be good. But they are nowhere near a finished game. And so I think that's important to note before we even get into this. But man, if the hopes of the raid community could get any higher, I would really be shocked. I hope that this game is as good as I think it could be when it is finished because of the people behind it. Because certainly raid has been hurting lately, or at least I think so. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know in the comments down below if you are excited to play this game, if you are as excited as I am to play this game. So I've got the music on. I'll turn it down a little bit here. Hopefully that's not too loud. But let's go ahead and take a look, guys. So this is the main screen of Godforge. We got a market, we got an anvil of creation, we've got the Godforge, which I imagine has to be the summoning. At least that's what I would think. So we can see here I've got a whole bunch of nothing. Very, very different than the raid account, right? Very different. Rubies, okay. Gold. So these are our two resources, rubies and gold, it looks like at the top. Imprint library. I wonder if this is like their version of skills, maybe? I don't know. And we've got extraction. So you can extract some. So I guess you can extract something from a hero. I cannot select my only hero. That makes sense. So it looks like they've figured that out. And then transmutation and schematics are locked. Interesting. Interesting. I'm very curious to see what this is. Let's just jump right into a battle. You know? Caverns. That's what we've got unlocked right now. The caverns. Stage 1. So this must be their form of the campaign. Love the artwork, by the way. Artwork. Every piece of artwork that I've seen in the game so far has looked great. Really, really, really nice hand-drawn stuff. Or at least this looks, I mean, I would imagine this is hand-drawn. Which is pretty cool. And then let's see here. Reward preview. Spirits, rank 1 hero spirit, rank 2 hero spirit, rank 3 hero spirit, rares, and then armor. And then I think this is probably the type of armor or type of sets. And the challenge, defeat the stage with 1 ally alive. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh, this is taking me back to heroes. Oh, this is taking me back to like my options. Oh, look at this. Look, this is kind of cool. Legitimately, I've not clicked through anything in here, by the way. I ended up picking Zoc, I guess her name is, because I thought her skills read kind of cool. Or her core abilities, I guess, is what I should say, not skills. And also, I really liked her in the tutorial because she nuked the living crap out of everything. So I was like, all right, I'm in. And I like the fact that she had a speed up. So speed is king in these kind of games, and that's why I picked her. We can take a look here. We got HP, attack, defense, speed. I'm going to say, is this intelligence? I'm going to guess. Maybe intelligence, crit rate, crit damage, resistance, and accuracy. So similarities here to raid, although in it, which I'm going to guess is intelligence, and I could be wrong. Certainly not something that exists in raid, but everything else very similar. We got set bonuses down here. So these are her different armor pieces we can put on her. Attune all, remove all. So I wonder if this is like level everything up at the same time. I don't know. We're going to find out. And that we do have okay, interesting. We have awakening. Are these skills? If enemies defeated by this ability, place 1 stack of bleed on the enemy of the lowest HP. Or sacrifice a duplicate hero. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there are things for us to collect here. Sacrifice an imprint. So these are where the imprints go, and they awaken them. In it, +5. Also heal this hero for 50% of the damage inflicted. Initial divinity, +50. This is so fun. Like, I love trying new games because you just, like, there's so much to learn and figure out and master. And it's, you know, again, certainly this game has been the one I think that most of us have been looking forward to the most. Reduce the cooldown of the core ability by 1 turn. Okay, cool. All right, and we have masteries over here too. So you can see there's some similarities to Raid. Rarity, Ascension, Rank, Awakening, Affinity, Name. So I think that's good from the perspective of, obviously Hades is a Raid creator. The people that have made this are mainly Raid creators. So understandable that they would want to create something that hopefully could be a better version of Raid. That's a tall task, right? That's a very tall task. A lot of games have tried, a lot of games have failed. So I'm really curious to see how they do. But let's go ahead and jump in here. So this is our energy. What is this? Energy? Yep, we call it energy. All right, and we get to pick only 2 stars. Or is it 2 bonus stars? 20% attack aura, so we do have an aura on this as well. All right, let's go in here. My first battle in Godforge, guys. My very first battle. Okay. So first and foremost, let's just take a look at what we got here. 2x. So we got up to 2x speed. I'm assuming this is probably camera angle switch. Or is this auto? This is just auto. Ah, this is auto. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 3/4. Top down camera. This is the default. Interesting. Okay, so this is more of like what I would be comfortable with as a Raid player. I'm not able to move around in here, but you can see we do have multiple different camera angles to pick from. This is kind of more the anime style for certain games, and then this is, again, this is your 3/4 view. Interesting that it's kind of slowly rotating. So I wonder if does it rotate the whole way around, or is it just kind of like circle, or that'll be interesting to see. So we just used our core ability, which is Vision Serpent, attack all enemies with 25% chance, additional chance of strong hit, 80% chance to place 1 stack of bleed. And then we can go into the details of this. Okay, already something that I really like. This is the kind of stuff Raid doesn't give you, right? So we see the skill here, or the ability, but if we want to click into details and get additional info, including the graphic for bleed, but more importantly, the multiplier, the freaking multiplier, man. Like, it's hilarious that after 6 years, Raid still doesn't do this, but this game hasn't even launched and already gives us a multiplier. And speaking of things that it gives us, the Raid doesn't, look at this, folks. Look at this. An actual turn indicator as to who's coming next. Wow, we actually get a freaking turn indicator. Again, something that Raid does not have, which is just hilarious after 6 years. But frankly, this is so helpful just to have a general idea. And like, yeah, this can change if you speed up or things of that nature, but at least then you don't have to guess. You know what I mean? You don't have to guess. So we can, what else can we do here? We can go info. Does this do anything? Doesn't look like, oh, this takes everything away. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we get more of a cinematic look. Whatever, this dude that we've killed is just kind of laying there. Let's take a look at the different camera angle. Let's go with, this is a top down. So this is more of a static top down. Also kind of similar to Raid, but not moving. So this is much more the Raid style. And then this is the top down. Let's try the top down here. All right. We A1, I'll call it ability 1. And we go, ooh, okay, interesting. Oh, I thought we were going to, we are going to another thing. Okay, cool. Very cool. And so here we go. We can see right here. They're going to take a turn each after my Lady Zoc goes. So let's just speed it up. Actually, no, let's keep it slow for the moment. Let's see what it looks like top down again. Weak hit. So I think the affinity, it looks like, is maybe on the circle. Like, is that the affinity right there? This is their ultimate meter, I'm pretty sure. So now I think we've triggered our ultimate. So if I click this, I can use my ultimate. You see here, it's tough to tell, but I just went purple in the bottom. And so I'm clicking this thing right here. Yeah. Oh, so I just used it now. Boom. Get cooked, son. Get cooked. On we go. So that builds up, it looks like, with battles. Maybe with taking damage, maybe with doing damage. Let's find out. So let's do a core ability here. We'll go into this mode. This is the default camera. Okay, did not gain. Yes, we did gain ultimate there. So we gained a little bit of ultimate. Tough to see. We gained a little bit of ultimate down there when we did damage. And there we go. And I think we just beat our first stage, guys. Our first stage in the Godforge Alpha. Let's go. And we got the Spartan. This is the other thing that I'm really excited about. Even if this weren't Hades game or Raid creators game, you know what I mean? Which again, I think is so fun being in this community and obviously having a lot of passion for Raid, but really feeling sometimes like they just don't want to improve things, or they just don't want to you know, do it in a timely fashion. But even aside from that, I love mythical heroes. I love Greek history. I love Roman history. I love stuff like Age of Empires and Age of Mythics. If you ever played that Age of Mythology, excuse me, if you've ever played those games back in the day, like that, when I was growing up as a kid, that was my stuff. And so the fact that this game has that kind of backdrop, even if it weren't something done by, you know, somebody in the community, even that alone would make me want to give it a shot, right? So let's see what we just won from this battle. We got 202,000 gold. Sounds nice. We got a rank 1 hero spirit. We got ourselves a crew chainmail, helmet of the defender. Okay, it was locked that? Interesting. We can sell it for gold maybe? Crit percentage. And then we got helmet of the slayer. Rank 3, I'm going to guess. I'm guessing rank 3, and then probably a common affinity just based on colors. So there's a lot of information here. The number of turns, the time it took to do things, the fact that we got 2 stars. Looks like 2 stars is the maximum, at least for this stage. What is this over here? Hero experience. Okay, nice, nice. And then we can go from this screen. It looks like right back to the. I'm going to guess the sanctum is the main screen, and the caverns is where this campaign is. Or we can just go to next, or we can select our heroes. So let's just go next. And now we get to pick another one. Oh, only strength heroes. Is this a strength hero? I don't know. Is this strength? I guess we'll find out. So let's take a look here graphically. I think graphically this looks decent. I think definitely needs more polish. I love the backgrounds. I love this background artwork. You can definitely sense that there's a specific feel and location. It's definitely come a long way from the first time I ever saw like any kind of footage for this. I think they have a little more polishing to do, but this is not bad, right? And I think the other thing too is I was thinking about this as I just started looking at this. I'm one of those players where, yeah, great graphics are fun. I certainly appreciate incredible graphics, and they're things that catch your eye, right? But for me, a game can have lesser graphics if it has good systems, and more importantly, if it actually listens to its community and it makes improvements based on what is best for the community and best for the actual development, right? If its developers listen. This is the one area where I feel pretty confident. You'll just hear 15% places resistance up. Okay, cool. And then we can get this. Okay, interesting. Got that. 6 turn cooldown. But this is like the one area where I really feel like, also this guy is faster than my Lady Zoc. We got a little team up action here. Okay, kind of cool. I feel like this is a no-brainer. Oh no, wait, Lady Zoc went first. What am I talking about? I already clicked in it. I feel like it's a no-brainer that that's going to be the case with this game, right? I who knows if it will be successful, right? It's still got time before it releases. I would imagine probably 4, 5, 6 months. Who knows? I don't know if it will be successful, but here's one thing I can pretty much guarantee. I am confident that the people making this game will actually listen to feedback and implement it in a timely fashion to the best of their ability. That I am confident of. And as much as I love Raid, and believe it or not, I do love Raid. As much as I love Raid, that is my chief complaint. I do not think things get done in a timely fashion. And I don't think that feedback gets listened to sometimes at all, even when it's valid feedback. And so if they can just do that in this game, if they can just listen to community feedback and communicate well, I'm going to be 10 times more likely to give this game more time and the chance to grow than I would be otherwise. Absolutely cooked. So we see critical in yellow there. So we have some similarities again with Raid. This is the same stage as it was before in terms of backdrop. I really do like this artwork. Like this style of artwork as well. Let's see here. Let's go back to the other camera angle. Let's go back to the 3/4. Looks like we're powering up. We're healing. Resist upping. I love it. Speed up. Let's speed it up, actually. Let's go 2x. See how it handles 2x. Okay. Be interesting to see if they ever go to a 3x. I'm curious. I know that's one of the big things we've asked for in Raid is like, why are we limited to 2x? So I'm very curious if their engine will be able to handle them. Let's go ahead and use the ultimate again. Handle them going to a faster speed over time. You can see the animations move quicker here as well. So we're getting some faster animations. I should use my core ability there. Whoops. Okay, so we're on this. We can just click in here, so we don't have to click the ability. We just literally, it's already highlighted, so we just click in. And click this, and now we can just click someone. Perfect. Weak hits, so we do have weak hits here as well. Admires her giant sword. Is old. We get a rare. Cunning Invoker Avalon Order. So a lot of different things here. 14% speed aura. Royal Herbs. Attacks again. I love the fact that they're actually giving us this information. Defense on Owl. Defense up 1. Okay. Elixir of Faith. Remove 1 random debuff from all allies and increase the turn meter of all allies by 15%. Increase by a further 5% if debuff is removed from the ally. Tristan's on the team has 74% chance to place Charm for 2 turns. And so we get a couple different couples things here, right? Like the Spartan had stuff with Leonidas with other Spartans, and now we've got Isolde who's got things going on as well. And there it goes. Let's go ahead and let's go back to the Sanctum quickly here. Have we unlocked other stuff yet? Did we unlock the Wayland Smithy? I can't remember if this was locked or not. Refine. I don't think we have anything to refine yet. Do we? No. Imprint. Can we select anything? Not yet. We don't have anything yet. Deconstruct. So we got a lot of different things going on here, right? A lot of different things to explore and figure out. And all of this, so this is all locked now. So I wonder if you have to just get higher up, if like none of this is available at the moment, but you just have to go further up. Let's go back into the hero collection quickly. Let's just see what the gearing is like. Abilities, gear. Let's go into gearing. We've got a couple pieces of gear now. So set bonus appears there. Here's a moment of truth. Are they going to charge me to remove this? Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah, folks. We actually can put on and take off gear without being charged for it. It's a freaking miracle. I love that this is something to celebrate. And again, this is pretty standard in any game that launches now except for Raid. But the fact that Raid hasn't done this is just hysterical. And hey, look, we can put it on. We can remove it all. Awesome. I like it. Attune all. What does attuning do? Can we attune? Not yet. Doesn't look like we can. We can enhance though. Oh, this is okay. So enhancing is leveling up, it looks like. So let's enhance. Or no, can we level this up? Creatures that's a Slayer set. Would you like to unequip and sell it? Okay, wow. So you can sell it right from here. So just an easy click. And you can lock it. You can actually lock the gear piece as well. Cool. What does this do? Does that link it to the champion? I wonder. So much to figure out. So we can't enhance this yet. It doesn't look like. Can I enhance any of these things? Is it just turned off right now? I wonder if it's just turned off for the moment. Or maybe we have to unlock it. Still, the fact that I can take gear on and off without being charged, again, should be something that is standard in every game, but unfortunately is not standard in Raid. Yeah, so we can't enhance anything yet. That's okay. We're gearing up our Lady Zoc. We can back out here. Let's go to our Spartan. Actually, let's go to our Isolde. Isolde, the rare hero. We see there who it's equipped to. Nice, okay. I would expect that. Equip. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. Awakening. Yes, we can't do anything yet with this. Let's take a look at Zold's Awakening. Places mend. Charm cannot be resisted. Okay. Okay, cool. This is, I mean, honestly, this is just cool that they've come this far. I'm really rooting for these guys. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for them. I hope you are too. I feel like most of us are rooting for it because of frustrations with Raid, you know, where we want it to be successful just for that alone. So yeah, it is 2 stars. Does it ever go up to 3 or is it stick 2? Looks like it sticks 2. How far up does this go? Go up to 100? Past 100. Damn. Cavern of Chaos is freaking big. 151. Get up to 151 here in the Cavern of Chaos. Okay. Okay. Let's go all the way back up. Actually, I could just, honestly, this would be faster. Just back out and then go back in, I would think. Right? Does it, yeah, okay. It takes us back to the top. All right, let's do another battle. We're going to throw a Zold in there. All 3 heroes. I didn't even look at what the things were. We're going to go ahead and put it on auto. Cook for me. Cook for me. Nice. Obliterated. Okay. 2x speed. You can see that they've done a lot of work on trying to improve the effects. Because I remember the first couple times that I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, they definitely have a lot of work to go in graphics. But you can see they've made a lot of progress. Resisted, okay. Again, some similarities here. Of course, to Raid, no surprise. Admire the sword. And now we get the victory screen. Damage is this, healing is this, I'm assuming you're okay, or like what you got healed for, is that what it is? I would imagine. We got new pieces, new spirits. I have to figure out what spirits do. Let's go one more battle here. One more battle. A little twister in the background. I feel like the backgrounds look really solid. Like there's really good artwork here in the backgrounds. Character models, again, they're not bad. Obviously, when you're an indie studio, graphics are going to be the most expensive thing. So I think these are, I would say, solid from an artwork perspective. The question will be like, how much further are they able to push this, if they're able to push it at all? But even just from a features perspective, there are things in here that Raid does not have already. And this is not even at launch. Again, we're alpha. We are before beta. Really curious what they have to work on still. I think that's the hardest thing to figure out, right? Like what is left for them to do before they're ready to launch, before they're at that place. Another one, Kate Sith. Artwork looks cool though. Really, this is pretty funny fucking art. Oh, we can turn around. Yeah, okay, I like this. Here we go. Art style, I think, is really solid. I think the art style is good. I like this. It's like some kind of cat. I don't know what a Kate Sith is, but I'm kind of into it. I'm into this cat creature. All right, nice. Oh, we got 2. Okay, sick. Shub Lugal. We got a Shub Lugal. I'm really curious what their summoning is going to be, right? These games live or die in some ways on their summoning. And the Godforge, I think, it doesn't look like they have it unlocked, so I don't think we can summon yet. So I'm going to be really curious to see what they roll out in that regard. Like, what does summoning look like for Godforge? How generous or harsh are the summons? And how hard is it to get them in the first place? As we all know, as Raid players, some shards are basically, close to impossible to accumulate any number of them, right? Can I upgrade her? This is just, okay, interesting. So this is what the gold is for. Promote, ascend. Is this what the spirits are for? No, this is some other token that I have. What is this? Polished strength alchemy stone. Raw strength alchemy stone, perfect strength alchemy stone. Ah, so different levels require different levels of stones. Okay, okay, okay. I see you. I see you. Let's promote her up here. Autofill, what does that do? Does that just promote? We ranked her up. Oh, so we use this to rank up. Does the hero experience rank her up? Sacrifice maximum. Oh, man, there's so much in here. There's more than I realized. Success, level 2. Level 12. Can I just drag this? Oh, look at this. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so... Oh, so the stars are tied to, like, level. Interesting. So you hit a certain level, and that's when you hit a certain star. Or then do you have to... She is 2-star now. Okay, so you have to have experience and then gold to do it. So we can go all the way up here with this experience to level 18. Okay, cool system. All right. Definitely a lot for me to figure out here. This is fun. My camera keeps cutting out, so hopefully it didn't screw up whatever I just did. But I was saying, I don't know, I guess we probably can't unlock anything else right now. So and then this is smart. Like, don't give us too much too soon. But I am so curious. I want to know what the systems are. What is refine and what can I refine? What kind of weapons can I refine? And then also, what is rubies? Are rubies their version of gems? I would imagine so. Let's go back into the battle screen again. We can't get to bosses, dungeons, arena, or campaign. So it is just cavern. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Campaign. So maybe caverns is their doom tower? Is that what it is? Is caverns their doom tower? Huh. I wonder here. So Slayer. Okay, so Slayer. Interesting. That must be it. Caverns must be their doom tower. And campaign is campaign. I didn't even see that there. Okay, we can add another champion in here, or hero. I think they're probably called heroes. We can add more? No, we can't add 5 yet. All right, it takes 4 energy. I'm also curious as to what the refresh rate is. All right, we're on auto again. Defense up, turn meter increase. And we see it down here. You can see, like, it shows the little visuals of what people have right down here in the bottom. So we get, what is this? Can I click this though? Hold on, let's go off auto for a second. When someone gets a buff, can I click the buff? Or do I click their portrait? Oh my, that's kind of cool. I can actually scroll through the turn meter or the turn order to see who's coming up after that. Cool. All right, hold on. All right, we A1. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the top down. Let's see what this looks like. Just want to have some battles like this. All right, this buffs. So let's buff up here. Just buff on anyone or what? No, on this hero. So if we just click it, I don't have to click him. So it's kind of nice. It's a little quality of life thing here. So we see it down here. You can't see because it's blocked. But I can't click it. It doesn't look like. So there is a little resistance up below me, but there is no way for me to click it. But you can see it on this portrait underneath. Again, this is the ultimate. So let's try her ultimate, actually. Who are we at? Who's up now? It is her. It is her. Can I use her ultimate? Oh, I have to click her. Interesting. Okay. Removes Diva's turn meter increase. How do I know what their ultimate is? I can hold it. Okay, that makes sense. I can literally just hold down on, like click in, and it will tell me what the ultimate is. Did that give me an extra turn? Got another buff down here. So again, the buff isn't clickable. I can't click the buff, but I know that it's there. Got the triple hitter. And then we see the turn order right here. Mend, so she heals on her A1. Strong hits there. Okay, the little cat dude, little Kate Sith. I think that's the name. All right, let's see the ults here. Let's see the Kate Sith ult. So Ramses goes. We see him in the turn order. Oh, he's cooking me, man, with the acid. All right. So if I hold this, it shows me what the ultimate is. If I click it, he goes purple, and now I can use it. Okay, it did a lot of damage. Didn't feel as like epic as some of the other ones, but did it give me an extra turn? Hold on here. Is that what happened? Gain 40 Divinity when placing a debuff on it. Is Divinity? Divinity must be their turn meter? I'm guessing like, so this must be the turn meter down here, the little yellow bar underneath. I think. Guessing a lot of stuff here. You can tell. I'm definitely guessing in a lot of things. So I might be getting this wrong. We got a little magma attack here. I like that animation. Honestly, for an alpha, super stable, right? Let's ult over here with Lady Zoc. Click that. Yeah, super stable for an alpha build. We haven't crashed. We haven't done anything. I actually, funny enough, I had to take a phone call in the middle of recording this, and I left it up. And it's chilling. You know what I mean? Zero crashes, zero issues in that regard. That's nice to see, because God knows some alpha builds are rough. They are rough. And we're gaining a lot of energy here. We're getting a lot of energy rewards for completing these stages. So we didn't get 2 stars here. Can I click into Y? Can I click into Y, or do I need to edit the team? Let's see here. Defeat the stage with at least 1 common hero. Okay, we don't have a common hero yet. Got it. We don't have one of the commons. We can't do it. I can't summon the commons. Okay. Dude, very cool though, man. Very cool. I'm not gonna like play the entirety of the Caverns of Chaos, like all 150 levels. But again, like I can see the vision. I can see the vision here. There definitely needs to be polish, of course. This is an alpha build, and again, a lot of the game is not available yet, but I see the vision. I like that screen too, actually. All right, full auto, let's see. I'm also curious as to how smart their full auto is. You know, one of the big things with Raid is a lot of champions just do dumb stuff. You know, just straight up. God, man, she's cooking. She's cooking. She definitely. I'm happy I picked her as my starter champion. There were 3 options. There was her, there was Ramses, and then there was Guan Yu, I believe. And I went with her just because of the damage that she did in the trailer. She's cooking these units. I like a lot of the animations from the perspective of easy to read. Also, you'll notice I really like that it waits. So look at this. It waits. I can actually read it. Small things like that Raid doesn't do after 6 years. One of the biggest complaints I have in combat and Raid is I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what like status has been applied right away, or what's been cooldown locked or whatever else. And it's because there's no, like, you see this is a small thing that you might not notice if you didn't play these games. But look at how nice that is. I can actually sit here and I can say, oh, I can read it because it hasn't disappeared. I can see the freaking number. I can see the status stuff, the sharpen, because it just lasts that little bit longer. Again, small detail, but says a lot about what they're prioritizing and the pain points that they understand as people that have played a game like Raid for years. You know what I mean? Again, small detail, but makes a big difference in terms of my perception of how it feels. Like speed down, blunt. I was able to read both those things even while recording a video, which never happens. Mend. Like, thank you. It's not rocket science. Like, it's not stuff that is hard to do. It's the difference between giving a shit and not giving a shit. You know what I mean? And I hate to be that harsh, but that's reality. Like, if you care about these things, you fix them, you improve them. This game, again, is in an alpha state and hasn't launched, and they're already thinking about those little quality of life things that make games significantly more fun to play, especially in this genre. So now we got Shield Maiden. Okay, I like the look. Very cool. I like the background too. Again, like, I love the use of like the hand-drawn aspect of it. Like, we get a little bit more of an epic kind of background. This is kind of a Nordic Viking type style, and then we have like the oh, you can go up and down too. Okay, cool. It's kind of cool. Like the platform in front. I want to get to, can I use 5 heroes yet? I can't. Okay. I'll end up playing this whole freaking thing. I'm going to play the damn whole thing. Let's go back to the tavern area. Not the tavern, but what they call, what is it called here? Anvil of Creation. No. This is extraction. Ooh. Here we go. Kate Sith Emperor, the Starlight on place to vanish on the hero for 1 turn while under vanished hero has a 10% increased attack and accuracy. So here we go. So it looks like we can extract rare and above heroes, and we get like something out transmutation. This makes me think of Diablo. Oh, this is going to be really interesting from a depth and strategy perspective. So you can take like heroes imprints and then put them on someone else, I guess. This is very much so. Okay, this reminds me a lot of Diablo, where you have certain scrolls or certain aspects you can put on things to change the weapon. Same kind of stuff. Cool, or at least I'm guessing. Again, this is not informed. Take what you're watching with a grain of salt. This is my first time looking at any of this stuff with any kind of like depth. So back to heroes. Okay, very simple to like, again, this is another small quality of life thing. In the heroes section, just like very, very easy to get to everything. Abilities, gear, awakening. It's all right here, which is really nice. Really nice quality of life thing. Let's go ahead and level up. Let's level up our... Oh, she's a common hero. I could 2-star that other stage now. Let's go ahead and level up our Zoc. How far can I go? Do I still not have enough here? I haven't gotten the experience points. Okay, so this can take a little bit of time to get. Like, you're not just given this stuff for free. Understandable. Where was I getting it from? Was I getting it from completing quests in the caverns? Yes. Oh, the challenge is where I got it from. Okay. I see now. So the challenge, what was the challenge here? Using at least 2 ultimate abilities. So this is an interesting one. So I got to use at least 2 ultimate abilities. If I do this stage, also auto replay we should click on too. I wonder if that's like their auto battle. Will it automatically do the ultimates just in general? Because I needed, God man, she's cooking. She's going to kill everything before I get a chance to even do ultimates. Like, what's the AI like in terms of knowing when to do stuff? Okay, we have an ultimate available. Ooh. Did some cook there. I think that was the ultimate. I think we just did both. I'm pretty sure. We did Zoc's ultimate for sure. Yeah, we did both ultimates. Okay, cool. God, what a small detail that I really like. Such a small thing that really I just immensely care about. Thanks. Good work on that front. Whoever thought of that. I mean, I love that I can actually read what the hell's going on. Okay, so we got the experience points now, and I can go heroes. I can go right to the heroes section from the screen. That's a nice quality of life thing. Yes. And now can I get her to level 20? I'm so close, but I can't quite get her there. That would get her up to level 3. Or no, not quite. Do I need these heroes to rank her though? Ooh, okay. So do I need heroes to rank her up once I get there? Okay, now I have to actually see this. If I back out, do I go right back to the cavern? I do go right back to the cavern. Okay. Where is the next experience? Can I get further in? I can't see what I can unlock further up. No, okay, I got to do this first. Defeat these stages only heroes from Eker and Olympus. I don't think that's going to happen. Can I click on these to see? Yes, I can. Disruptor, Cunning, Chaos. Chaos. Slayer, Strength. Interesting, okay. Wait, can I rename her? No, right? Okay, no, that just took me into like her character portrait when I clicked on that. All right, let's just try to cook on this. I want to see if I can get up a little more XP to try to level to level 3. I want to see how that works. Damn, dude, she just absolutely obliterates them. Okay, here comes their ultimate. You can't see the health bar down low, but it's like I'm doing fine. This will be the interesting thing too from a streaming perspective. I guess you like having your camera on the right over here is probably best based on this UI. Like the fact that they've got the stuff over here, so it probably makes more sense to have your camera on the right for this game. Just based off of where most of the stuff in the UI is. A little bit different than Raid in that regard. But then again, you also have the skills and stuff here too. So I wonder, so let's just take a quick peek. Where is the best place to put yourself? I guess you put yourself in the middle right here? Interesting. That's not something a normal player would think about, but as a streamer you think about that. Like where do I put my camera? Where do I put my camera that's going to block the least amount of things? Because you can't put it over here on the left because it's going to block the status effects and the health bars and all this kind of stuff. So it definitely is going to have to get switched from the left next time I do a Godforge video. So it's a matter of where. I guess it makes sense just kind of in the center. But is that awkward for the viewer, right? Is that a little weird for the viewer? Ooh, we got some rare weapons. Nice. What is this? No imprint. Could I like do it right from the screen? What are these things? Rare Avalon Godsteel, another rank 1 hero spirit. Defeat the stage with only chaos heroes. Okay. I have no clue when the next batch of experience is. It could be a while. All right. I'll have to do that in another video, I think. Okay. Here are my thoughts. First and foremost, really cool to see where this is at after wanting it to arrive for such a long time. There's obviously not a lot of the game to test right now based off of this. They've locked down most of the stuff, and I can understand that from the perspective of 1, not wanting to spoil things, and 2, probably having other things they need to work on. But here are my big takeaways. 1, for an alpha, I mean, incredibly stable. Incredibly stable. No crashes, no game-breaking bugs I have seen so far. You know, pretty like there's a lot for me to obviously understand, but pretty straightforward in terms of having a general idea of how things work. Also, really nice attention to some details. Like, again, the small things do matter. Having a turn meter or, you know, a turn order where I can see who's coming. Having the text slowly go on screen so I can actually read it. Small stuff, but quality of life things that I wish Raid had done 5 years ago that they've still not done. Nice to see that Hades and his team have an eye for attention to detail. Artwork wise, love all the hand-drawn aspects. I think this looks great. I love anything that's hand-drawn in this. I think graphically we're decent. I'm curious to see what improvements they can make. I think that's the toughest part for games like this. You know, you don't want to blow your entire budget on graphics because at the end of the day, that only captures someone's interest for about 30 minutes. And then after that, they don't care anymore. What they care about are systems. What they care about is quality of life. What they care about are heroes and abilities and how well built the foundation of your game is. From what I've seen resource-wise, certainly looks to be more friendly than Raid. For one, you know, first and foremost, you can remove gear and it doesn't cost anything. So right there, that's a major win. That really matters to me. I am so sick and tired of paying for gear removal in a game in 2025 when no one else does it. So I wouldn't expect anything less, but I'm glad to see that that was a priority for them in doing that. I think also it looks like gold from these early stages, like you don't need necessarily a ton of gold to level things up. It looks like you need a pretty significant amount of experience points. Yeah, we're only doing the caverns mode, so it's tough to tell how easy it is to get that. But you can see there's a lot of depth with these systems. There's a lot of depth with what's going on here with imprints. There's clearly a ton. You know, let me just go ahead and extract this. So I'm curious. Sacrifice a rare hero. This action is, God, I feel bad doing this. I'm like, I don't want to do it because I'm scared. Yeah, this is the freaking, I'm just going to do it. It's the freaking, oh my God. The freaking, whatchamacallit, the alpha. Doesn't even matter, but I can't help myself. Okay. Place vanish. This is like their, I'm assuming this is like their version of Veil. Increase 10% increase attack and accuracy. So if I want to place this on someone, let's just quickly take a look at this because I didn't have a chance to do this. Abilities, no, let's go to gear. Do I imprint? Do I enhance here? No, where am I imprinting, I guess? Oh, is this? Oh, this is why I couldn't enhance. You dumb idiot. I have to drag the bar. Okay, so fully enhanced is only 740,000 gold. Not bad. And we got crit rate on the helm. Interesting, as a main stat. So let's just enhance to... Actually, let's enhance to 4. Is it a guaranteed enhance? Oh my God, it's a guaranteed enhance. Another small quality of life thing that they've done. There's no failing. It just is what it is. There's no bullshit with it taking more silver, or in this case gold, depending on what level it is. Again, another quality of life thing that people actually rarely, honestly, you don't hear that cited as a complaint in Raid, but frankly it should be because it's annoying as hell. That one piece of gear can cost you 2 million silver to level up, and another piece of gear can cost you 100,000. Again, more RNG bullshit. Annoying. Nice to see that the quality of life and the player experience matters. You know exactly what you pay. You pay this amount and it enhances. There's no guessing. You just pay the freaking amount. Nice. I love that I didn't figure this out earlier, by the way. That I didn't realize I had to drag. Also nice that it's kind of a slider, right? Because a slider makes it easier to just pick, I think. The only thing I would say is maybe they just put like one thing where you just like automatically all the way up or something if you're just trying to level up gear super fast. And we don't have any substats on the, or no, we do have a substat in this. We have attack percentage. Let me level up another one. So let's see here. If we go to 4, increases main stat, increases substat. Okay, so it's only 1, so it's going to increase both the whole time. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we do get more increases to the substat as we go along, even if there's only one substat. Interesting, interesting. HP percentage, defense percentage, a lot of similarities too, again. Intelligence, I'm guessing, again, total guess. Let's see how this works if we want to sell something. So I want to sell, for example, these pants. Just click there and sell. Nice. Just nice quality of life stuff. Attune all. I can't do that. Set bonus, attack plus 15%. We see it right here. Right down there. And then it lists us up there. UI is really clean, guys. I mean, the UI is really clean. It's not cluttered. Again, it looks like they've put thought into what's going to make things easier to do, or what's going to be fun for the player, or less. Oh, what is this? Set bonus. Oh, this is the weapon. Oh, so there's 7 pieces of gear. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. So there's 7 pieces of gear, and this is 1 star. So they're different. Oh, what? Link, heart. No imprint. I have an imprint. Oh, so I can imprint the weapon? Oh, cool. And so now I get that bonus? Oh, that's freaking cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and I can enhance this. Strong hits inflict 10% increased damage, but I need these things to refine them. Is that right? Increased attack level 10. So your weapon is different than your gear. Is that right? Yeah, so your weapon, can I imprint something else? I wonder if it replaces or if it just gets added on. Like, can I have multiple imprints? Battle Axe of Kate Sith. This is very Diablo-esque. Yeah. Cool. This, as someone who loves Diablo, like, that's kind of cool. Kind of blending some genres here. Wow, there's so much for me to figure out with this. Even in like this small little time. Let me just do one more. Hold on. Awakening. Can I awaken any of this stuff yet? Sacrifice a duplicate hero. Okay. So I need a duplicate hero. Okay, one more battle. One more. Let's just see what the damage increase is on that axe. Now that I got that axe. What's the challenge? What does this give me? Page of knowledge? Random universal imprint. Okay. Ooh, this will give me a bunch of this stuff. Okay, cool. With only chaos heroes. Wait, who's chaos? She's chaos, right? No, she's order. He's order. She's chaos. No, she's order. I'm lying. Wait, is this the chaos? Where's the chaos? Oh, I just ate the Kate Sith. That was the chaos. That's right. Kate Sith was chaos and I imprinted. Whoops. Whoops a daisy. All right, can I solo this? Probably not. But let's find out. Oh man, we're about to get cooked. Never mind. Just get destroyed, son. Damn, dude. Zoc is no joke. This hero or champion just pounds. She's frozen though. So interestingly enough, I'm not really seeing a graphical indicator that she's frozen yet. I just saw it in the status bar. Man, she's getting cooked right now. There's the ultimate. Okay, nice, big. Good, good. Can we win this? Does she get a heal in between stages? She does get a little bit of a heal, similar to Raid. Look at that. Soloed, son. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Even on level 20 or whatever. Ooh, Dagonet. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking the character models a lot. I think the character models look really cool. Like the artwork a ton. A lot of distinct things here that I'm seeing. Again, we're only seeing a couple heroes, so we got to see a lot more. And I know they're going to have a lot. But I like Fool's Courage, 30% showing an ally attacking targets below HP. Again, love the multipliers being there, finally. Common sense stuff. Order, Avalon, Disruptor, Eternal. Does that make he's a void? I get a void right there? Or the equivalent of void? I think I did. Because that's the affinity. Okay, hold on. Let's go to the heroes again. Let's go back to her. Let's go to Awakening. Can we awaken her yet? Or no? No, we can't do Awaken yet. No, we can do the gear. Yes. We can enhance the gear. No. Did I not? I thought I got this thing. No? Oh, I got this version. Okay, I got it over here. So there's different things for different gear. Ooh, okay, I see. Different gear here. Okay, okay. I see now. So I can level up this weapon. What's it take? It takes 8 of these to level it all the way up. And we get more accuracy and defense. Can I imprint this? No, I don't have an imprint. Interesting. Okay. Dude, this axe, like, I was cooking though with this thing. I was cooking. Oh man, this is fun, dude. I really hope that this comes out sooner rather than later, but here's what I'll say. I hope that whenever it comes out polished and it comes out ready. Because you only get one chance to capture people's interest with these types of games. Like, I feel like you get one shot. And if you don't get that shot, like, it's really hard to get people back on. You can make improvements, and there are always exceptions where someone can come back and make improvements and change something, but it's not easy to do, right? It's not easy to do. So you really want to get the launch right. And so I'm hoping that they get the launcher. Is there anything else we're missing over here? Pantheon Hall. Maybe they add something here in the future. Like I could see that happening, like cliffs of something or whatever. I think that's it though. I think that's what we got for now, guys. Well, cool, man. What a fun first look. What a fun first look at Godforge. Finally here in alpha. Again, let me know in the comments down below. Are you going to play this in the alpha? Are you excited for it to land? And also what you thought of this kind of first look. Like, what are your thoughts, your honest thoughts on what you're seeing? What do you like? What do you dislike? What do you think they can improve? Again, alpha build very early. I'm sure they have a lot of work to do, and we have a very limited section of the game to look at. But overall, my impression is positive. My impression is positive based off of what I've seen. I love the fact that the game is stable. I like the fact that they have attention to small details. It's very clear there's a lot of different systems in place for me to figure out and learn, and that's a good thing. And now the biggest thing for me is going to be like, what do the other areas of the game look like? And what is the quality of life? And what is the kind of player experience from the perspective of how friendly / how harsh are we to our players? And then I think the other thing, the last thing kind of is like story. And then also what kind of graphical improvements can they make, if any? Maybe that's not possible. Maybe this is what we get. Like what you're seeing is what you get. I don't know. I would imagine they have some polish to do on some things, lighting things and stuff like that, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And certainly the artwork is great. So anyway, that's my thoughts. That's what I think. My honest first impression. Kudos to Hades and team for a job well done so far. Hope that it lands sooner rather than later. And I hope it continues to improve because like I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of people are, certainly excited for this to come out, but just keeping our fingers crossed that this can be a real alternative to playing Raid. You know what I mean? Again, coming from someone who loves Raid, would love to have something that scratches that itch, but it's just a little more in tune with what the player community wants. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching my first ever Godforge video. And yeah, we'll see what you think. I'm really curious to read them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm Big Papa Drock, and I'm out.